Okay, I'm totally late to this tournament, but cheers. I got my beers and I'm jumping in this. Oh, not this one. I'm going into the. Which one did I want to go into here now? This 10-minute 2000. Yeah, this is a short one. What's this? Classical hourly. Oh, 960. No, I'm going to go into this 10-minute one here and just see what I can do here. I'm 15 minutes late, so bottoms up.
Ready.
I've got my Pabst Blue Ribbon, my favorite beer of choice. And I'm going to play this funny move here. Let's see how good I do with a little bit of medicine on my side. And of course, I'm playing my favorite pet opening, which is basically, they call it the Sokolovsky, but I like to call it what it is, which is the St. George's Defense mirrored as white. So you're doing the St. George's Defense a tempo up. Not that I know how to play it. I completely don't know how to play it because I am an amateur, but I am still good enough to beat decent players, even with some medicine under my belt. See, there you go. He could have took this pawn for free, and I would have cried all the way to the bank, but for some reason, my opponents seem to cooperate. So there is luck in chess again as well. Heck, there's no reason a 1960 player should miss something so simple. Maybe they had thought I had a devilish trap. I mean, it is a pawn, but you do lose some tempo, right? And he's not even trying to castle, so this is going to be an interesting battle. He's going to stay in the center. And you know what? Honestly, I think that's what you should do anyway. You should stay in the center until your opponent commits, really. Oh, I see what he's doing. He's doing this double fianchetto stuff. And he's saying, bring it on, you have nothing. This is what he's telling me. So what should I do here? Very interesting indeed. I have some interesting moves here myself. Oh, he saw it, so. But then again, this kind of like plugs him up. So what is the best course of action here? I've got time to think. I mean, these are, 10 minutes is quite a long time. Um, it depends on who you're playing. Like if I'm playing a 2300 guy, 10 minutes is not enough, but let's see here. It's too bad I couldn't sacrifice on the e6 square somehow. Can I get even to e6? No. There's no real way to get there. Hmm. Hmm. Indeed. Indeed. Yeah, I'm gonna just. So if he pushes and I took and he took and I took. Not really sure. Yeah. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna play this move and improve my position. It kind of looks like and then I'm gonna take this little bit of moment to power up with some Pabst Blue Ribbon because it's my favorite beer in the world. And he's allowing me to push the pawn again. Do I want to push the pawn again? I know he wants to, I'm surprised he didn't push c5. I wonder if I should just push it before him. So if I push c5 and he takes and I take and then he takes and then I take again, he can't take back with the knight, but it does open this up. And if he takes, I'll take here. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it anyway just because I know he wants to do it. I don't know if it's good or not, but I just know that he wants to do it. Right? So I'll maybe it's not that good now that I come to think about it because when he takes my bishop and my queen moves out of the way, hmm, this is interesting indeed. So if I push here though, and he takes here, and I take here, No, I'm committed. I'm going to take it. It does open a half open, it does open the file to his queen, and his queen kind of seems to be in this cubby hole, this trapped little cubby hole here. Oh, that's okay. That's got to be winning for me. I mean, like, what is this? I mean, this is a no-brainer. This is kind of a no-brainer. This has got to be bad for him. I mean, like, I can just bring my bishop, you know, back down to c1, and then I can control this diagonal and bring it up to like e3, and my bishop's fine. Or I can come up here to c3 and then come and maybe even get his queen. His queen is trapped, right? So I'm just gonna pretend to like, okay, can I control this at the same time? I want to pretend to get his, go after his bishop. But there's got to be a way I can control this square. Oh yeah, simple. I just go like this, bring the knight here, and then the knight will control the square. And once I bring the bishop to here, his queen will be trapped. So let's just go like this and stop the queen from coming in. And then now my move is just to bring the bishop here onto c3 and then onto a5, and then hopefully trap his queen, winning the knight for free at the very minimum. And then his queen will be forced to go to d7. That's my simple plan. And chances are it'll probably work. This knight's stuck. If he tries to move this knight, I might have a sacrifice on g6. So who knows? We'll see what happens. His bishop is horrible. I played horrible, but it looks like he played just a little bit worse than I did. And now my plan is coming to fruition. But he's got an escape square now at c1. But I'm going to threaten it anyway. Oh, interesting. But he's got... Now that can't be good for him because do I have the sacrifice? I have a sacrifice now. He's in big trouble. So if I sacrifice the bishop here, he takes, I take check. He's got to come up here to protect the queen. But then I'm going to come in with my knight and threaten checkmate. It looks like I'll have a checkmate. So he'll have to take. Oh, but then I don't have the bishop here to pin his queen. So if I sacrifice, and then he comes here. Oh, he's got to come here. Oh yeah, he's in trouble. I'm just going to sacrifice. I mean, this has just got to be winning. Like, I'm sure it's not winning. I like to say it's got to be winning, but any master knows. They just laugh when an amateur says, "Oh, this is winning," because it's it's so much harder when you're up against a master. Like, masters just know how to defend like doggedly. Oh, what's this? The opponent left the game. What? Why? I hope that's not my connection. Yeah, I don't know. It can't be my connection. I mean, I am mining cryptocurrency in the background, so hopefully that doesn't affect anything. Let's see what's going on here. If he takes, queen takes check, he's got to come over here. Oh yeah, I'm getting 3 pawns for the piece, plus I'm getting like wicked action on his king. He can't take that. I think what he should do right now would be to pull his horns in and just castle. If he castled right now, then he might be okay. But then I have all this other attack down here. Really hard to say. 9 seconds. I hope that's not me doing that. Oops. Claim victory.
Victory.
I guess he probably didn't like the sacrifice, and like, was it really that bad? Was it? What does it say here? At face value, yeah, I'm winning. Yeah, so obviously, yeah, okay. So 26th place. I'm in 26th place, even though I showed up late. I'm gonna power up and to that victory. and hopefully I get lucky on next the next game. 35 minutes left in this tournament. So far, so good. I'm doing good. Of course, because I'm powering up with my favorite beer in the universe. Yeah, something to say about, never drink when you're underage, but when you get older, you can have a couple of beers and
Ready.
it can loosen you up a little bit. Okay, so there's no berserk here, obviously. You know what? In some ways, I miss that move, but at the same time, it's just there's just too many people out there that will just study a variation to death. To death, they'll study it. And they'll know that one line and that you'll walk into it. And it doesn't matter what the guy's rating in is because even if he's 1700, he studied that one line so much that now he's 2300 in that one variation. You know what I mean? Like that's literally how it works. Okay, yeah, let's go like this. And somehow I thought this was good for me, but I guess I was wrong. Okay, so I'm going to go like this. Now I'm going to have to play the pawn sacrifice variation, where I sack a pawn. I know you might laugh, but it actually is a variation where you lose this pawn and you gain some tempo. But I think I screwed up the tempo, so I'm not gaining tempo. I'm actually just I'm just losing a pawn. um, yes. I want to give him a check first.
Check.
So if he comes up here with the bishop, maybe that's not the best. So now if I come here, now if I come here, 1, 2, 3, he's got, I'm supposed to take this piece back, right? So if I come up here and he takes the piece, I'll lose 2 pieces for the rook, but then I'll be pinning the knight. If I come here and if I come queen here to b6, if he takes a bishop, I get a check, and then I can always pick up this piece. If he retreats, I still get the piece. I'm going to go like this just because it feels like I'm getting a tempo. I'm sure I'm completely wrong, but I don't know. Sometimes it feels like I feel like this tug of war.
Check.
Now he's going to trade the queen, I bet. Oh, good. Good, good, good. Okay, now this is, I believe this is forced now. So I got my piece back, and now I'm controlling this. So now his king can't escape, which was the whole point. It was my master plan. Now I can come down here threatening these mates. I think he's in big trouble here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wait a sec. I can't go here because he'll just take me. If I go up here, though, and he takes the bishop, then I take the knight with check. And then when he moves, I develop the knight. And if he comes down for a cheapo, I can just bring the knight down here and castle because my queen will be on c3. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with this devilish move. This is devilish, ladies and gentlemen. I love this move. Watch this. This is beauty. If he takes the bishop, I take the knight check. He moves the king. I develop the knight, and because my queen's on c3, if he comes down for a cheap check, I'll just bring my knight to c8, and then I can castle, and then his king is still stuck, and then I'm coming out of the box. Yeah, he fell for it. This
Check.
is really good for me. I'm loving this. I'm just going to go like this.
Check.
Exactly. Exactly falling right into my trap. Now I'm going to castle. His queen will be under attack. And this is exactly where I want him to be. Boom. This is beautiful. Thing of beauty. Now I'm going to come in with my knight and attack the queen. And then I'm going to come in with the queen and my knight tandem against his king. Okay, so he's trying to defend. I'm coming in here. If I come in here, what's the best way to do this? Where do I want my knight? I'm just going to come here right for this. It's kind of an interesting move that he played there. But it looks like I'm getting stuff. I'm getting stuff. Now I can come here attacking this pawn. Or I can come this way, maybe. This way may be better. Which way is better here? If I come this way, there's got to be something here better than this. Or should I just come inside and threaten oh, I can do that. I like this move because it threatens the queen fork and the queen and king. Like if I just run away with, you know, run away my queen. I could even take this pawn if I wanted to, right? Queen takes pawn, knight takes. See, now I can take this pawn if I want to. If I want to. It doesn't mean I am. Queen takes pawn, knight takes. Knight says check. And then I take here. I could technically do that. But you know what? I'm going to wait. Oh, he wants to escape the king. Right? But then if I bring my rook here, no, I got a back rank weakness. I shouldn't be thinking like that. This is not the way to be thinking. I should just take this pawn now because he's threatening to get away. So what if he does get away? And then I check him here. He can just bring the queen over. Yeah. I should just, if I take this pawn, knight takes, knight says check, he moves the king. I take the queen, he attacks me, I run away. And then I'm coming back down here where this outpost is, and I'll be a solid pawn up. I might as well do it. I might as well do it. I'm getting a pawn. It looks like he's going to get away, right? Right now I'm threatening this, so he has to take. Oh no, he could technically still come here with the king. So he fell for it.
check,
I don't think he had a way out, but I could be just blowing smoke and mirrors. You never know. Maybe he should come here with the king right now. But I can always bring the knight over. Yes, of course I'm getting a check.
check,
This is good for me. I'm going to make a little cubby hole,
check,
little escape square, sorry. And now I'm going to take it with my rook.
check,
Of course he's going to do this. Let's go like this. Now my king can easily protect this pawn. His knight can't go anywhere. It's got no scope. I mean, this is a no-brainer. I can now come here with my knight and attack this pawn. But before I attack that pawn, well, if I go here and then the rook comes over, what if I, what if I bring that, I got to pass pawn here. I'm going to go like this because I think if I get this pawn at one more, I might be able to bust this up, right? And then I'll be able to put the knight here and then threaten this pawn with the rook. Of course he's coming here. I don't think he has anything here. He's got that knight check there, but my knight is there. That's the problem. Yes. He's got nothing. My knight is here. Like, he has to come here with the knight, with the rook here. Maybe that was a bad move on my part. Okay, he didn't see it. He should just come here with the rook, and then I have to move the knight, and then he would have this discovered check. But I don't think it does anything for him, to be honest with you. It just doesn't. So if I come up here with the king now, what does he have? I'm running out of time. I should just take this bloody... I should
check,
just check him.
check,
That's all I'm going to do. And now I'm going to come up here. No, I can't do that. That might have been a foolhardy move on my part because he's got two pawns under attack. Okay, so I am allowed to blunder, ladies and gentlemen. It is not out of the question for me to blunder. I'm going to go like this, actually. This is a very good move for me, actually, now that I come to think about it, because he's going to go for this pawn, but then I have this beautiful check, and that thing is running down all the way down for queen. The little princess is going to be coming in for a queen. I have a nice little, I've got quite this control where I'm going to be coming in
check,
pretty decent. The knight and the rook are of no threat to me. You need the king in there to be of any threat, right? So, and of course he won't, I don't think he'll be able to threaten me. Now, if I check him right now, he'll have to take that rook, and then I'll take this. I've got this thing under threat here, so I can attack his knight, and I'm just going to win this knight for free. No, but then he's got this check here. He's got this check here. If I take it and the king takes, this is sad. What if I push this pawn up? If he takes it with the king, check, and I win the rook. If he takes here now, and I push the pawn again, he will come down. No, I won't be able to get it. If he checks me here, I just move over. I'm going to go like this. Oh, that's the square I needed to go onto,
check,
of course. Then I got this, which was the whole reason why I went here, so he doesn't have this stupid check. But it doesn't look like he's got anything here. He should have went for this pawn, really. But now I'm going to go for these pawns and threaten this, right? I'm going to just move the rook up here, attack these pawns, and then threaten the fork. So he's got really nothing. Let's just go like this.
check,
He's got nothing. He's got no threats. I got to start playing quickly, though.
check,
Okay, he's still got no threats. Okay, this is okay for me. Now, what can I do to him? Let's go like this. Need to get this pawn running.
check. Time is running out.
Still got no threats on me. Oh, he's
Check,
got checkmate. He's got checkmate. He didn't see it.
check,
He didn't see it. He didn't see the checkmate.
check,
That is awesome. Okay, he's still got no threats. I should have kind of come back in there, but I was kind of worried about this checkmate.
check,
This checkmate threat. Right?
check,
Okay, where is he going? He's got to come away. He's still got no threats. Oh, I guess I kind of. Okay, so he's got that, and I'm just going to go like this. Quickly. Let's go like this. Now I can start coming up here. Maybe not quite yet, but I'm going to go like this anyway. I got to bring this guy here.
check,
Okay.
check,
Oh, shit. There we go. Now he's got it. Now he's got me. Ah, this is horrible. It happens. Will he do it? Oh, brilliant. Brilliant.
check.
Oh, brilliant.
You lose.
Oh, I just couldn't see him. Okay, that's it. Oh my OMG. OMG. Okay. OMG. He played that brilliantly. I have to admit, like he actually played that. I played that he played it brilliantly. Beers and rapid. Ah, my lord. Ah, them's the breaks. Okay, number one guy is Skung Sneer from Ukraine. Skusner. Skusner. Come on, let's get a game here quickly. That was
Ready.
first loss of the night. Okay, let's play some normal stuff. Let's see what happens if I play some normal stuff. This is pretty normal stuff. Okay, let's go like this. And then let's go like this and see what he does. And let's make sure he doesn't push d4. Actually, he should push d5, sorry, right away. Now, this is not normal here. This is not normal. What am I supposed to do here? Check. He comes up. I think it's just this move. I think it's just this move, yeah. And then go like this. Now he's got a queen check, but I think I can just push the pawn up. And then he might take, yeah, and then you'd have to move there again. So what, how does this stuff go now? Oh yeah, I think I just ignore it and go like this. And then I just threaten everything, basically. Okay, so he's letting me threaten everything.
Check.
Not sure if that was the correct move, but it looks pretty damn ugly. It looks powerful. It looks like he's in big trouble.
Check.
I'm learning chess 3 years. That's good. It takes a long time. Okay, now we definitely have some very ugly, ugly stuff coming here. Let's see here. If I just push this pawn up and then push it again, yeah, I think this is a very powerful move because he's just surrounded and I'm just, oh, interesting. So if I push this up and then the king takes, interesting. But if I put the queen here, I think if I just go like this gets equally ugly here. I'm not really sure, but I'm just like controlling the squares. My friend Joe Oswald is a master, and he used to say, just control the squares, and you'll win the game. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do here. If I check him, he's got nowhere to go. It's mate. This is mate, ladies and gentlemen,
Check. Victory.
and that's all she wrote. So that um, good game. I think just maybe a little bit of a rating difference. So I'm up to 53rd place out of 273, even though I'm late. Had that one atrocious game where my opponent totally outplayed me in the end game. Let's see if I can climb. Hopefully, I can get another two quick games in and see what happens here. I'm gonna power up here and see what happens. See what I get. 1961. I didn't realize my rating was 1961. I don't even know what my rating is. It's all over the map. Like, I realize now that I have ADD. Yeah? Huh? Okay, I'll be right out. Thanks.
Ready.
Okay, 1668. I'm going to play some normal stuff here and just see what's happened. Yeah, like I said, I have ADD, so my ADD will never allow me to actually truly become a great player, but like, oh, that's an interesting move. What is this now? What am I supposed to do with this? I hate this. I just can't stand this stuff. This is why I try to avoid E5 because, I mean, you're looking at like 400 and something years of theory. And, when you try to fight against 400 years of theory, I mean, you're just going to lose every time. See if I can get something quick here. Maybe he'll take here and the bishop will take. Of course, we're going to take with the bishop. Hopefully he doesn't hopefully he doesn't sacrifice the bishop here. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think I left my cell phone upstairs or something. So, okay, so now we're going to go like this, and now we're out of harm's way. Interesting. So, if he tries to take that knight, can't I just simply sacrifice this bishop and then win the queen? Let's see if he falls for this. Let's see if he falls for this. I'm going to go like this, like I'm backing off here. Let's see if he falls for it. I can't see him falling for it. He fell for it. So I'm just going to go
Check.
like this and take the queen. He might get the knight as well, but I'll get the bishop. So this will be hopefully a quick game, and then I might be able to get another quick game in. Let's see here.
Check.
And yeah, this is getting ugly for him now. So what is the best way to go about this now? If I come here, and then he takes the knight, then I come here. Oh, but he's got the knight over here. So if I bring the knight here, I'm just going to take this and then come here for the rook, really. That's probably the most sensible move. He should probably just develop the knight and then bring the rook back, maybe. I don't know. It's really hard to say. If I'm going to go like, I'm just going to take the rook. It really is the most sensible thing to do. I could have,
Victory.
okay, good. So now I can climb. I can hopefully get another game in. Boom, I'm in 24th place, 282. I'm in 24th place. I'm going to celebrate with, you know, a little Siparonovich. Mm, look at that little fire symbol. Gotta like that. Gotta like that. 12 minutes left. No berserk allowed. We're playing rapid beers and rapid chess, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, hit me up. Let's get another game in there. Okay, some other guy. Look at this guy, 1700. He's in first place.
Ready.
Good for him. Okay, it's my turn. I'm gonna play e4 again, even though I just completely despise that move. But I'm gonna play it anyway because sometimes you can just get these quick wins. Whereas something like the St. George's events, you're just not gonna get these quick wins. Like it's like more long term, strategic. I'm gonna play this little pet variation I made up when I was younger, right?
Check.
Nothing special, but it just takes the person out of their game, right? Like just
Check.
something you mess around with when you're a kid. Okay, this person has obviously got a bot program or something on. What the hell is that? Like that's kind of bizarre. Of course. And then I develop the bishop, and then this. I think this is an equal position, but it takes people out of their comfort zone. He can't possibly dare try to take that pawn, right? So this is pretty good for me. Okay, what am I missing here? What am I missing here? Okay, I
check,
think it's just a simple check, and then now it's just a simple attack the knight, and then rook at the same time. 11th place, Soccer Toby. Didn't I just play him? Is that the guy that got me? Interesting. Brilliant move. Brilliant move. So I'm going to come here and attack the knight again, but then that rook is going to come in there. But then I can bring the knight here, threatening this pawn. Knight takes pawn, pawn takes queen, says check. And then the king will have to come up, and then I check again. And this is interesting. If I check with the rook, if I check with the rook, where does he go? Hmm. What is the best? What is the best? Check with the rook, but then the king comes here. I think I'm going to go like this first, because if I go like this first, he'll bring the rook here, boxing his king in even more, which is kind of better, I think. And then I can probably bring the rook over. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Now what is the best move for me here? He can't really move. Well, if he moves the knight, maybe I should bring the knight, the queen here, and then threaten the knight check. Yeah, this is probably a good move for me. But then he's got this bloody, but then I have the knight check, and then I can bring my queen back. I'm gonna go with this, because if he tries to come here, tries to come to g4, I'll just check him with the knight quickly, and then I can bring my, trap him a little more, and then I got the rook coming over. It just looks strong for me. But there's not much time left for another game, so I'm not really sure how good this is for him, because I have this check, right? This check,
check,
this check is good. He's going to bring the king here, and then I can probably just eat the queen, and then after king takes, I can take the knight for free. Yeah, so I'm just winning a piece. Like, if he brings the king this way, this just looks probably winning. So let's just see what happens here. Mm. Really? Okay. Okay. If I check him here, where does he go? There's no rush. There's no rush yet. There is no rush. Let's go like this. Let us go like this. There's no rush, ladies and gentlemen. I can just put a third piece on this bloody knight with knight to e4. So his best move is probably to lift the pawn to d5 and defend that. 6 minutes. That's a shame. I was hoping to get another game in so I could get a little bit higher up on the podium, but it is what it is, right? We're just playing for fun. He played the best move. He saw my devilish trap. How can I ever win a game against such strong resistance? This is not fair. It's not right. It shouldn't be allowed. Just kidding.
check,
So I'm just going to check him and see what happens here. I need to power up. I'm running out of power. Mm, mm. So now we have all this pressure here. If I just simply remove this, I simply just remove this knight here. And then I'm threatening so much devastation. I'm just going to go like this. It just looks winning here. Oh, no, he can push the pawn here. But then I can just take. Yeah, it just looks like he's cooked. It looks like he's cooked in every single way. And then I might be able to get another game. Might be able to get another game. So he fell for it, ladies and gentlemen.
check,
He fell, excuse me, he fell for my devilish trap. Hmm. Now, if I take here, check, he will have no choice. Let's do it.
check,
Let's check him. He's got to take, and then I take again. Then he can't really go in. Yeah, it just looks good for me. This just looks good for me. I don't think he knows what to do. I'm going to go like this, actually. Of course. And then I'm going to go like this. It looks like he's going to win my bishop, but then I just take here and win his bishop. And then it just looks like it's going to get uglier and uglier and uglier for him. Of course, he cannot take the knight because, again, I'll just take this bishop. So I'll just defend this way by retreating. And
check,
let's just go here and then pick up my piece again. Now I'm threatening check again. And then we're going to go
check,
like this. And then we're going to come over here and threaten
check,
all kinds of stuff. I should have pushed this pawn here because I probably had a checkmate. What if I check him here? No, I don't want to check him here. I kind of want to check him here. Excuse me. A little bit of gaseous hops from the. Hmm. How do I have? How can I get the checkmate in here, ladies and gentlemen? How? Let's just back off one here and see what he does. This is not quite checkmate because he's got this little bit of an escape here. But if I put, yeah, I don't think it's going to be that easy, to be honest with you. He's always going to be able to kind of like run around. Yeah, I'm not going to get another game in, unfortunately, but
victory,
yeah, oh, maybe I am. Let's go back here. I'm in 15th place. This is good. 297 people. If I can get one more game in, I got that little nice little fire symbol. 10,
ready,
19. Okay, now I got another game, and okay, I'm up against the fourth. I'm not going to get another game in, so I'm just going to play my pet variation. What? No way. Are you kidding me? No, I'm sorry. There is no draw, my friend. I can't play like that. That's not fair. That's not right. It's just not ethical, I guess. No offense, but it's just not ethical, right? We're supposed to be playing to win, right? It's not what chess is about, playing to win, not to draw. I want to win. I want to get higher on the podium. Let's go. Let's go like this. Excuse me there. I just had a little bit of a. Yeah, I should have took it with the other pawn. Not thinking. That was quite foolish of me. So if I push this pawn here, actually now in hindsight it's not that foolish because I'm going to develop the bishop. I'm going to actually waste a tempo just because I think I can. And then I'm going to go like this. Now I can bring my knight here to d7. He's trying to stop me from developing this bishop, which is a good attempt on his part. very interesting. But I'm going to go like this. Stop the bishop from pinning me. So if I push the pawn again, now I don't have to worry about the bishop being developed. Now he's going to have to move that queen again, because after this knight move, not that it does anything, probably doesn't do anything. And again, I'm not worried about this move. I'm just going to go like that. That was my whole plan in the first place, was to trick him into believing that he's going to have something here. And now he thinks he has something, which he does not, because I'm just going to simply put the bishop here. And I've actually got exactly what I wanted, which is pain, suffering, misery, and then hopefully checkmate. So let us see what he does. That's a lot of queen moves. I mean, they tell you never to do that many queen moves. It's usually never good. But the problem is how can I exploit it, right? So if I put the queen here, he's threatening to take and take and then take. So I should probably put the, not wise, I should probably put the queen here, right? And this will stop his sacrifice. He wants to sacrifice here on d5, so I need to stop this, right? Of course he's going to do that. Um, but I need to keep my queen here. So if I put hmm, if I put the queen here, he's going to push this pawn, and then hmm, this is very unfortunate. I think I've overstretched my welcome, which is very, very bad. I've overstretched my welcome. But he's got no sacrifice because he can't really effectively come anywhere. If I come here, he just comes here. He will not have the sacrifice. If I simply develop, I cannot bring this knight up because I'll lose a piece. If I bring this knight up, he'll go this way with the knight. And then I will not be able to protect this bishop. Or will I? I'll be able to come here. And then he'll push this pawn, kick my queen, and then, yeah, it looks like I'll lose that bishop if I develop this knight. So it's not a good idea. I need to do something here. Honestly, I think I'm just going to move this. I'm just going to move this king. This is the best move for me. I need to move my king out of harm's way because he has all these traps. And oh, look, we've got a nice little spectator over here. Um, what shall I do here? What shall I do here, dear Eliza? I am going to check him
check,
just to dislodge his king. And then see what happens from here. The tournament is over. I'm just going to go like this. Protect my bishop, and then if he takes the pawn with the pawn, I'm going to take with the knight and attack his queen, and everything should be good. Life's okay. Of course, this is the best move for me. I'm just protecting everything. I'm surprised the tournament's totally over. I'm still battling here, fighting for my life. This has got to be good for me. I can't see it being bad for me. He's threatening my knight, plus he's threatening this. So I think I'm just going to simply go like this and then protect everything. Life's good. My position is awesome. I'm just kidding. I'm full of shit. My position is weird at the very best. Um, I think I win a piece here, but I'm not entirely sure. If I push this pawn, no, queen takes, knight takes, but then I got this knight check here, right? I got this knight check and then take here. So I think I
check,
could just go like this, take this rook, and then my stuff is protected. Like he has nowhere to go. So I'm just completely winning this game. That was a fatal error.
victory. Nice, you made it to the top 20.
I made it to the top 20. Good game, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I got to 15th place. That was good. Lost the one game, but them's the breaks. I had fun. I hope you guys enjoyed my funny games. I like to play funny variations, and while I'm having a little bit of a drink. I'll see you guys on the next video. Cheers.